Imagine a timeless arena where legends meet, Bruce Lee and Jet Li face to face. On one side, Bruce Lee, raw power, discipline and the philosophy of expressing the human body through combat realism. On the other, Jet Li, the Wushu prodigy, a master of fluid motion and technical perfection. Bruce is a storm, explosive, direct and unyielding. Jet is a river, graceful, controlled and endlessly adaptive. This is the ultimate dream match, Jeet Kune Do's street fighting efficiency versus Wushu's acrobatic artistry. The question, what happens when these two titans collide? The silence is electric. The world holds its breath. More than a fight, it's a clash of philosophies and legacies. Bruce Lee, born in San Francisco in 1940, entered the world at a crossroads of East and West, his very birth foreshadowing the cultural bridges he would later build. Raised in the bustling streets of Hong Kong, Bruce was shaped by a world of contrasts, street fights and film sets, tradition and innovation. He trained under the legendary Wing Chun master IP Man, absorbing not just technique but a philosophy of adaptability and self-mastery. Yet Bruce was never content to follow blindly. He questioned tradition, seeking only what was effective and discarded the rest, eventually creating his own martial art, Jeet Kune Do. Returning to America, he shattered barriers, teaching students of all backgrounds, defying Hollywood's narrow stereotypes, and becoming a global icon with Enter the Dragon, a film that electrified audiences worldwide. Jet Li, born in Beijing decades later, was discovered at a young age for his extraordinary talent and discipline. He trained relentlessly with the prestigious Beijing Wushu team, where every movement was honed to perfection through years of rigorous practice. Jet's journey was one of discipline and performance, rooted in the structured world of Wushu, not the chaos of street survival. He became a national champion, dazzling audiences, including President Nixon, with his breathtaking skill representing China on the world stage. Bruce's rise was rebellious and meteoric, breaking conventions and forever changing the worlds of martial arts and cinema. Jet's ascent was more traditional but equally remarkable, transitioning from Wushu champion to beloved film superstar, captivating millions. His debut in Shaolin Temple made him an overnight sensation, inspiring a new generation to embrace martial arts. His Hong Kong films further showcased his heroic persona, blending tradition with cinematic flair and earning him international acclaim. Both men became global icons, each redefining martial arts for their generation. Bruce's legacy is revolution. He broke the mold and inspired countless others to do the same. Jet's is artistry and ambassadorship, using his fame to promote martial arts as a bridge between cultures and as a force for peace. Two different paths, one shared impact. Together, Bruce Lee and Jet Li elevated martial arts to a global stage, inspiring millions across generations. Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do was a revolution, no style, just adaptability. Be water, my friend. With those words, Bruce captured the essence of his philosophy, to flow, to change, and to never be rigid. He believed that true mastery meant being able to respond to any situation, not by following a set pattern, but by moving freely and naturally. He meant, react, adapt, and strike with simplicity and efficiency. Every movement in Jeet Kune Do is stripped of excess, focused only on what is necessary to survive and win. Jeet Kune Do borrows from many arts, focusing on what works in real combat. It's a living system, always evolving, always searching for the most effective way to overcome an opponent. The goal, end the fight quickly, with no wasted motion. Efficiency is everything. Hesitation or showmanship has no place when survival is on the line. Jet Li's Wushu is the opposite, an art of performance, not survival. Wushu is a celebration of tradition, beauty and discipline, designed to impress and inspire audiences. Wushu is about grace, acrobatics, and visual spectacle, judged on precision and artistry. Every movement is carefully choreographed, every gesture meant to tell a story or evoke emotion. Its roots are in combat, but its purpose is to inspire and awe. The audience becomes part of the performance, drawn in by the elegance and drama of each routine. Bruce trained for chaos, Jet trained for perfection. Their training reflects their goals, one for the unpredictability of real fights, the other for the flawless execution of form. Bruce's attacks are direct, designed to intercept and overwhelm. His focus is on ending conflict before it can escalate, using speed and timing as his greatest weapons. Jet's movements are expansive, telling stories through motion. Each sequence is a blend of athleticism and artistry, captivating those who watch. The difference, Bruce is a scientist of combat, Jeet, a poet of movement. One dissects the mechanics of fighting, the other crafts beauty from discipline and tradition. One is a soldier, the other a gymnast. Both demand discipline, but their paths diverge, one toward survival, the other toward expression. Both are masters, but their arts serve different ends. Each represents a unique vision of what martial arts can be, practical or poetic, raw or refined. This is the heart of their clash, a meeting of philosophy and performance where the purpose of martial arts itself is put to the test. Bruce Lee's strength was his obsession with real-world effectiveness. His training was brutal, speed, power, and adaptability above all. He could read opponents instantly, exploiting any weakness. His art was hard to replicate, built on his unique attributes. Jet Li's strength is technical mastery, balance, flexibility, and a vast arsenal of moves. His Wushu is beautiful, but its wide, telegraphed motions can be exploited in a real fight. Bruce's psychological intensity, his focus and confidence, were weapons too. He specialized in unarmed combat, while Jet mastered a range of traditional weapons. Jet's discipline and calm are legendary, his weapon work dazzling. But Wushu's choreography doesn't prepare for the chaos of a real fight. On a mat, Jet is untouchable. In a street fight, Bruce's raw efficiency dominates. Their strengths and weaknesses reflect their philosophies. The difference is clear. One fights to win, the other to inspire. The imaginary bell rings. Bruce Lee explodes forward, closing the gap with blinding speed. Jet Li circles, seeking space for a spectacular kick. Bruce feints, then fires a low side kick at Jet's knee. Direct, ruthless. Jet leaps back, counters with a spinning kick, but Bruce ducks under. Bruce closes in, unleashing a flurry of straight punches. Too fast, too direct. Jet parries some, but Bruce's relentless assault breaks through. Jet's wide, beautiful movements are stifled at close range. Bruce's Jeet Kune Do is built for this: intercept, disrupt, overwhelm. The likely outcome? Bruce wins, not because he's the better martial artist in every sense, but because his art is made for real combat. Jet's brilliance shines in performance, Bruce's in the fight. The fantasy match ends with a nod to reality. Bruce Lee revolutionized martial arts, making them practical, adaptable, and personal. He's the father of modern MMA, inspiring millions to seek self-knowledge through discipline. His philosophy, take what works, discard the rest, reshaped fighting forever. Jet Li became the ambassador of Wushu, showing the world its beauty and athleticism. He inspired a new generation to pursue martial arts for health, discipline, and art. Bruce broke barriers in Hollywood, giving Asians a powerful voice and image. His influence is everywhere, from action films to fitness culture. Jet used his fame for good, founding the One Foundation and helping countless lives. Bruce's legacy is about breaking down and innovating. Jet's is about building bridges and preserving culture. Both men left the world better than they found it. Their impact goes far beyond fighting. They are icons, each in their own way. The world of martial arts owes them everything. In the end, the question of who would win is just a fun debate. A conversation that brings fans together, sparking imagination and friendly rivalry. Bruce Lee and Jet Li walked different paths, each reaching the pinnacle of their art in their own unique way. Their journeys were shaped by different eras, philosophies, and personal challenges. Comparing them is like comparing a shark and an eagle. Each is a master in their own realm, perfectly adapted to their environment, excelling in what they do best. Bruce stripped martial arts to their essence, teaching that truth is found in simplicity. He believed in directness, efficiency, and the freedom to express oneself honestly through movement. Jet elevated martial arts to high art, preserving and sharing its beauty with the world. His performances brought grace, tradition, and storytelling to the forefront of martial arts. Bruce was the fighter and philosopher, always questioning and pushing boundaries. Jet, the artist and ambassador, bridging cultures and inspiring respect. Both inspired millions, each leaving a unique legacy that continues to motivate new generations to train, dream, and believe in themselves. Instead of rivals, they are two sides of the same coin. Different yet deeply connected by their passion and respect for the martial arts. One gave us the science of combat, the other, the art of motion. Together they showed that martial arts is both discipline and creativity. The martial arts world is richer for their contributions, blending philosophy, artistry, and athleticism into a global movement. The real question isn't who would win, but what can we learn from both of them? The answer is clear: discipline, passion, self-expression, and the endless quest to be better, both inside and outside the dojo. That is the true legacy of Bruce Lee and Jet Li, a legacy of mutual respect, inspiration, and the pursuit of greatness.